Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name's Nina and this is the Goddess Diaries. It's been a while. In fact, it has been probably well over a year. But you know, such is life and things happen, and that'll be the reason why I wasn't on here. Anyway, I'm back. And as you can see from the title, I thought I would talk about spells. And this is something that I have been getting asked about a lot recently and asked to do recently for others. Is it right to charge people for spells? Is it right to do spells for self-gain? Is it right to do spells at all? Are we wicked witches for doing spells? You know, all the usual things. So my dog is just going to be floating around here at the back. I think the last time you would have seen I had the wee white beast on. I now have a big black border collie. Come here. I may as well introduce him. This is him. This is Surin. He's just a big baby. He's just 1 year old. So yeah, you're a big boy. Saying hello. He's just so sooky. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Right, that's enough now. Get down. I thought, since it's spring, I'll put my nice pretty headband on. And he thinks, oh yeah, something new to play with. Aha, go and get where's your toy. So, I thought we would just, now we've got all that out the way, the introductions. Hello to anyone who's followed me for a long time. It's nice to have you back here. Hi to anyone who's just going to be finding this video. I hope you like it and I hope you come back. Now that I am no longer working for anyone else, I'm not working for the men, I have got no excuse not to do these videos, and I really would like to keep doing them. So I've got a whole lot of things to talk about, but not just that, I'm going to just like vlog and do different things as well. So here goes, all about spells. Right now I've got notes, so I'm going to just get, I've got here, hold on, I've got here. Right. I have varifocus on, so if you think I'm weird sitting like that, it's because I'm looking at myself. Looking at myself. Yeah, if I look that way, it's just complete. I can't see anything, so I can't even read my notes. So I would have to like keep doing that as well. Right, okay, so the two main spells that I get asked about a lot is money and love. Now, when I'm doing events, I sell these wee spells, and they completely sell out. And why do I do this? Because the market is there for it. People like it. It comes with full instructions, full awareness for everything. I'm not selling luck. I'm not selling, I'm not a charlatan, you know, and I sell mindset, okay? So doing spells isn't about just making a quick buck. It takes time. You know, to do spells that I sell at markets is just like a run-of-the-mill spells, okay? They're not designed specifically for a specific person, okay? It is just one with full instructions on how to use them and all the wee bits and pieces that go in them that I want to put in them. There is spells that I will do for individuals and they take longer. It's not something that I just have lying around. I like to wait till it's the right moon phase because I am that person. I like to wait till it's the right moon phase, till the oils are blended with, my mind's going today, with the incense. So everything has to be done specifically. I'm just like that. I like to just have my own ways. I was never taught to do spells. I've never bought a spell off anyone else. This is something that I've done for years for myself, and just thought, do you know what? These are things that work for me. I am going to be doing these. This is how I'm going to do it. And that's the thing. You know, we see so many people sharing things on social media, telling you this is the way to do it, this is the way to do it, you should never do this, you should always come to me. And that's okay if people want to do it that way. I think that's people maybe saying, you know, looking for a quick buck. No, don't do that, come to me, always buy it off me. I would never say that, and I don't advertise myself. Usually with me it has definitely been word of mouth, and I'm happy with that. And I'm not saying people are wrong, it's just there's no right or wrong to it. That's the thing, there is absolutely no right or wrong to it. So let's just get back to the two main things, money and love. And as I said, that's the main two that I usually just sell. Now, with money, it's all about mindset, okay? It's all about the mindset. It's basically a visual manifestation. You know, because of The Secret, we're all very aware of how the universe works, how to use the universe, how to manifest, how to have a vision board, which we'll get onto in a second, how to use all these things. And these are things kind of sort of like we do when we're working with spells. Okay, only, you know, we put intent into it, we put spells into it. It's not just a case of, I want a new job, right, universe, come on, give me this new job. That's all I can think about, I can see myself doing it, I'm in it, and then that's it. You know, you've got to do the work. You need to do the work. You can't just say, that's it, I've put it out into the universe, that's it, without having to do anything. That's just not how it works. So that's how, like, I like The Secret, I liked watching it, I like listening to people, it gets you so motivated, but they kind of miss out the bits. You know, they sold a story. They sold a story, and it was an enjoyable story to watch and to listen to. But there's a lot more to it than just that. And that's why you need to, anyway, I'm not even going to get into that. I was going to start going down that road. I'm back to spells. Stay this tangent, Nina. So, yeah. So it is like a visual manifestation, but you need to put all your intent into it. You need to put the words into it, whether the words be rhyming or a rhyming spell, or just words that you want to put down into paper. Do that. So that's what the spells are. So for love, I'm going to start with the love spell. So the love spell, I will always work on your mindset. I will never be that person that you come to and say, there's this person, although I've got another story, I've always got stories, but there's this person and I really love them and I want them to notice me, blah, 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 blah. Why can I not find love? I'm just rhyming off some of the things that I get. Why can I not find love? What's wrong with me? Blah, 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 blah. And this is all the things that I get. And then I'll say to people, tell me one thing about yourself that you love. One thing. And do you know what everyone says? I honestly, hand on heart, the one thing that everyone says is, oh, well, I like my eyes. I have never spoke to someone yet about love spells and asked them a question and they've not said that to me. Seriously? What is that? Out of your whole being, it's just your eyes, and it's good that you like your eyes. I mean, I'm happy that you love your eyes. That's a fabulous thing. But what about your soul? What about your heart? What about how you are as a person? Oh no, I don't love myself. No. As if it's a shameful thing to do. And this is the thing, it's all learned behaviours, because, you know, I remember when growing up, they go, look at her, she loves herself, or she's up herself, or she's this, and it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible, and it's because we've learned that back in all these generations. We've learned not to love ourselves, and it's okay to love yourself. It's okay. You have to love yourself. You need to be the person you are, and see if you're not, then become that person that you want to be, right? Become the person. So for a love spell, I will always, and it's okay to put this out here because it's not like any big secret, but I will always get you to work on yourself. Always. That is what a love spell is. A love spell should never be, I want that man, give me a spell so that I can get that man. You have to be you. You have to work on you. You have to love you. You cannot expect anyone else to love you if you can't love you. And if you can't rhyme off anything about except your eyes, then you're in trouble, mate. And you need to really sit back and have a really good look at yourself. And if you don't see anything that you love, then you need to say, oh, what would I be looking for? This is just to give you a wee start. What would, if I was wanting someone else, if I want someone else, I want in a spell, I want to find someone, what would I love about them? Is it because they're kind? Is it because they're honest? Is it because they don't play mind games? Is it because they're just a beautiful soul? They've got a great aura. They've got an amazing energy. Like, my skin, my hairs, I get goosebumps, my skin tingles when I see them. And that's how you need to love you. Okay? That's how you need to love you. Always, always, you need to give yourself goosebumps before anyone else can give you them. Right? So, my love spells are for you to fall in love with you, right? So now we'll move on to money. Money spells, you need to think about what it is you're looking for, right? And I always say to people, so if you go to a cash point machine, you don't, look, I've got a glow here. Can you see it? I've got my windows opened and I can only just see it. I can see sparkles here and like a light glow here. It's so weird. Right, anyway, it's my aura shining. So for money spells, right, so when you go to a cash point machine and you put a card in, you don't tap the window and go, right, okay, machine, just give me what you think. Anything, that'll do. Just anything. Give me what you think. What do you think? I don't know. Just, you really don't do that. We know that we're going to go to the cash pound, we're going to put that card in, we're going to lift out 50 quid. We're lifting out 50 quid because we've seen a pair of shoes that we want and they're 50 quid. We've seen a new top that we want and it's 30 quid and I'm going to spend the rest in Asda. Right, so we know exactly what we want. So when it comes to money spells, you need to know what you want, right? And you concentrate on what you want. And then you do the things that you need to do that I obviously put in the spell to tell you how to do. You need to do the things to make that happen. Again, it's not like manifesting and thrown out into the universe. You need to be active. So when we're giving you the spells, we give you the candles, we give you the spell to say, and we tell you the things to do. We tell you when to do it. We tell you how often to do it. But you also need to do the things. And it all comes from a positive place. And if your mindset is not right, it's not going to work. And if it's not working, you have to say, why is it not working? What is it that's wrong with me that's making this not work? Because what I'm giving you is a tool. It's up to you, and I'm telling you how to use the tool, but it's up to you to use it properly, and you have to be in the right place to use it properly. You see, we would give you, you know, and then when I always give out herbs and people say, why are you giving me herbs? Like, I mean, that's fine, it's okay, it's good to ask questions. I'll give you things that make things grow. I'll give you the kind of herb that's a fast growing herb, like peppermint, mint, like all the kind of herbs that grow quickly and spread fast and grow. So these are all visual concepts for this spell, and they're old as time. Okay, so they're all old as time. So having a positive mindset, manifesting, it's a visual manifestation. And what you have to do is give us positive action. Just look at my notes there. Positive action. So when you have a spell and you're working with that spell, you have to be super positive, and all the actions that you take have to be positive. So even if it's just saying hello to someone in the street, even if it's just singing a song to yourself to lift yourself up, to lift up your energy, it's staying away from folk with negativity. Now, it's okay if you've got a friend who's just feeling down and just wants a shoulder to cry on. That's not someone being negative. Someone being negative is someone putting you down constantly, that's not even trying. A friend that's just down is just a friend that's just down. You get in there and you help pick them back up, help them pick themselves back up. But someone that you've got a friend who's constantly putting you down, who's putting the world down, who's putting everything down, including themselves, that's quite negative. So you stay away from that. You have to get yourself in the complete right frame and take positive actions on everything. Doesn't matter if you're driving down the street and someone pulls it in front of you, you go, "You naughty person, I hope you have a good day." You know, it's things like that. I know it sounds silly, but it is things like that, things that I bet most of you never even thought about. You know, I got a spell and it didn't work, and maybe these are all the reasons why it didn't. You have to have a complete positive action, complete positivity. That is just, it's the only way that it works. It's absolutely, and don't get me wrong, there's things that I've done and I'm like, oh, this is not working, and I get so frustrated because I know it's me. I know it's not what I'm doing. I know that it's me. I'm going through menopause. Oh my God, I'm on HRT and I am floating and I am loving it. But anyway, that's another video. It's called The Goddess Diaries for Everything. Dear Diary, this is what my Dear Diary is. Another one. Right, so also, when you are doing this spell work, you have to ask yourself, why am I holding back? Why am I not standing in my power, standing in my truth, being completely honest with myself? So this would go for if it was a love spell, if it was a money spell, if it was a spell to just change your mindset in general. You want to move house, you'd like a new car, you want a new job, you want to just keep negative people back from you. That works amazing. But like I've had to use that even I'll say fairly recently, in the past maybe year or so, and it's amazing how much it works. I just got to a point where I'm like, enough is enough, and I just barricaded myself. And then I thought, no, I need to do this a wee bit better. So then I created the positivity spell. I created the anything you send to me, I'm sending right back to you spell. And then I thought, do you know what? I'm going to send out love. I'm just going to send out love, and I'm going to send out healing, because what you give out, you get back. And that was what I decided to do, and that absolutely worked for me. Okay, right, so I want to move on to another wee quick one. Self-gain. Spells for yourself for self-gain. Now, I have quite a few friends who are in the same field as me, and they would go, no, I will not do that. No, I'm not going to do a spell for myself. Oh, no, self-gain, no. I mean, that's quite... to me, it sounds it's a silly approach, but I'm not calling you silly. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing things for self-gain if it's with harm to none. It's not like you're saying, you know, oh, I'm due a big inheritance in 5 years. If they could just kick the bucket to now and give me that money, that would be great. You know, as long as you're not... Oh, excuse me, hiccups. As long as you're not saying anything like that, I don't know why working a spell for self-gain would be wrong. You know, you always remember it's with harm to none. As long as no one else is harmed in what you're doing, there is absolutely nothing wrong with it. Absolutely not. And, you know, I did a spell when I first met my husband. I set the intention before I met him. When I did meet him, it was amazing. It happened so quickly. It happened within 2 months. And it was phenomenal. And in fact, it was like 2 months and 2 days from when I set the intention to when we actually met and started going out, and he was everything, absolutely everything that was in my intention that I shared with my daughter and my son-in-law. And I told them exactly what I was looking for, the way that it had to be, what he had to do for a job, right down to the kind of car that he drove, to the business that he did, to the place that I wanted to live, it was everything. It was, I didn't miss out a single detail, to the way that he dressed, the way that he thought, how his personality was. I got right down to the nitty-gritties. I didn't miss out a single detail. And 2 months later, there he was. Then I did another spell, and this is what I always still laugh at because this is 10 years later. Then I did another spell. I wanted him to love me. I wanted him to see me. Once I had him, that was it. I wanted him to see me. I wanted him to see the real me. And I wanted to be able to bear my truth to him. And I wanted to bear all to him and be comfortable, because I had never been in a position where I could do that before. And for him to love that and always just want to be with me, because this person I already knew I loved, because I completely manifested him. And so now I always say to him, "See, you just don't know if you're here because I put a spell on you, or you genuinely love me." And I love that. But that is just a wee joke. So self-gain, yeah, self-gain, that worked. You know, I have a completely different lifestyle now to what I had before I even met him. Everything's changed in my life. Like, it's absolutely everything. I will come on to tell you the story of me and Graham. That's a bit of a teller. That's a bit of a story. But yeah, self-gain is absolutely fine as long as there is harm to none, and you're not harming anyone else, and you're very, very, very specific. So if you're really unsure about how to set the intention for a spell, always give me a comment below if you disagree with anything that I'm saying, or you agree with anything that I'm saying. I would love to hear what your opinion is on spells and self-gain. But if you're really, really unsure, always remember, when you're looking at the picture of what you want, you notice the colour of the sky, you notice the colour of the background, you notice the colour of the ground. Is there leaves on the ground? Is there a plant on the table? You know, is there a picture on the wall? What is the picture? That is how specific that you have to get. Super, super specific, okay? You always need to know what exactly you want. Because remember, be careful what you wish for. Thank you for coming and watching my video today, taking time out your day to come into my wee space on the internet. I am always grateful to have your company. Please, if you haven't, I'm starting to build my channel, so I would love if you would subscribe and like, and even ding that wee bell, and you will get notified every time I put a video up, which hopefully is going to be very, very often. Let's see. I like to talk, so I shouldn't imagine I would run out of things to talk about. So thank you for joining me. Blessed be.